guys, and welcome to Tamala and Taylor's Treat Talk Tuesday podcast, where we talk to you about treats, business, and life. We are here this week with a special guest who we are going to bring in, the one and only Coach Takala. But first, let me and my co-host Tamala introduce ourselves. I am Taylor, owner of Taylor's Kitchen, located in Albion, Michigan, where we make custom sweet treats for your special occasions. I can be found on all social media platforms at Sweet Spirit Treats. And you can also find each and every video that we have done on our YouTube channel. And if you want to contact us, you can reach us at treattalktuesday@gmail.com or www.easytree.com/Treat Talk Tuesday. We'll put it in the comments either here or there or somewhere. I'm going to let Tamala introduce herself.
Hey, everyone, and thank you so very much for joining us today. I am Tamala, owner of Torlitas for that sweet and crunchy taste. Torlitas is a dessert company located right here in this great state of Ohio, where we specialize in salty, sweet treats. If you want to know more about me or my business, go to @Torlitas. That is T as in Tuesday, ORLITAS. And I know you all can't wait to hear our wonderful guest today, but I'm going to let my co-host Taylor introduce her.
So as we have said, we have a lovely, lovely, lovely Coach Takala here. She's kind of like a friend of the podcast because, she's been hanging out with us in these streets. We go live with her a couple of times. She's pretty cool. I'm going to give her props. She's also my sister, so don't just be thinking I'm telling y'all these kind things because she's my sister. She's an excellent, excellent business coach. And hello, Coach Takala. How are you doing?
Hello, 5T family. I am doing awesome. I'm so excited to be here again. This is my favorite podcast and also my daughter Brooklyn's favorite podcast. She told me I had to say that within the first 10 seconds. So, hello, everyone. I am excited, though. Yes. So what we talking about today, ladies?
So this month we are talking about networking. So for the month of July, we have been talking about networking, and we hope that you guys have checked out our demo so far for this month. We had Tamala's ridiculous ice cream sandwich. Now, if that don't get you talking and networking with somebody else, I don't really know what will, because go check it out. It's pretty ridiculous. It's so ridiculous that you might want to share it, with somebody else that so that they can make those ridiculous ice cream sandwiches as well.
Can I interject real quick? I need y'all to make that more ridiculous by you guys networking and taking Taylor's red velvet cookies, putting the ice cream in between it, and doing what you did with the chocolate. I'm telling you. I mean,
Let me tell you, you got it. You're on to something. You are on to something. Oh, that looks yummy. Yeah, that's all I got to say.
So this is what she wants to put the ice cream. So right now it has cream cheese buttercream in the middle, but she's saying to put ice cream in the middle of this cookie.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Sprinkles. Listen, okay.
That sounds yummy. See, this is why we have her on here every single time we get a chance to. Coach Takala is the business, okay? But I'm going to let you tell everyone who you are and why are you Coach Takala?
Well, I am Coach Takala. I am a business coach. I help out entrepreneurs who have a viable product or service, and they just want to scale up their business, reach that next level. And I come in and I help them in all ways that I can. And that even includes the entrepreneur who is just starting out. I'm about to do a class really soon about how to start your LLC for the state of Michigan. And that is going to be a free webinar that I'll be doing. So be on the lookout for that. You can find me on all social media platforms under Coach Takala. That's Takala. And I'm just here to see people win. I have a big, big heart for seeing my entrepreneurs and those who are wanting to get into business. I want to help them win. So I'll be doing that soon, and that's just what I do.
That's
Yeah.
that's
Awesome.
really good.
Awesome. Awesome.
So,
So
Takala, I'm going to take the first question, and I know that Taylor's got some more to follow after me. What is networking to you? What does someone need to do to network, or what is it to you, and how do you network?
Networking is essential. It should be a big part of anyone's business if they want to successfully, thrive for the long haul. Networking, you're going to need to know. For me, networking is getting to know other business owners, and getting in the right circles with the right people. Letting yourself be known for what you are doing and what products or services you have. And once you do that, you just don't even know how many doors are open up, for you. Once you just get out there, put your name out there, what you do. I'm a big fan of TikTok. And for me, TikTok is an excellent platform to network on. It's an excellent platform to just put yourself out there, what you do, your personality, so people can see it, make yourself approachable, opens up doors, find your tribe, and get to talking to business owners and other like-minded individuals.
awesome, awesome, awesome. That is a great explanation. I just actually found out that I think, don't quote me for sure, but TikTok may have surpassed Google in the search engine site in order to uh, find things. I have been looking at some other YouTubers and they were talking about TikTok being one of the number one search engines. So as Coach Takala was saying, it's not only great for networking, but putting your products out there, hashtags are always important. That's another way to network. When I go to any platform and I want to find people that are like me, I go to like the very popular hashtags like baking, cake decorating. If you want to niche down, you might say, cake pops, strawberry cake pops, or different things like that, because those hashtags will allow you to see people who have similar similar careers or niches that you have. And that's also another great way, to network too, just by going on there, hashtag, saving the hashtags, adding them to your favorites. That way you'll see more and more of people who are like-minded in that area. And you can then go and connect with them. You can do lives together, you can do podcasts together like we're doing right now. So that's just a simple tip. Go check out the hashtags of your niche and meet some people that are similar to you. Get them in your area and network with them.
Absolutely.
I totally agree with that. And I was like, I learned something today about TikTok. I did not know that. Okay. And that they're right up there with Google. I mean, that's pretty big. And I want to say also about TikTok, I thought it was for the 20 to 30-year-olds mainly, but up above that number, people are on there in droves. So, I mean, I guess if you had a target market, you would say 20 or 30-year-olds for networking and things like that, but it goes beyond that. So just note. All right. Thank you for that tidbit, Taylor. That was a really good source of information. So this is rolling along quite well. So Takala, I know that you have done this and, really want to share with our audience, what are the places that you network?
So for me as a business coach, a lot of my networking is done online. I want to say if I had to put a percentage to it, at least 75% of my networking is done online. Other than that, I really utilize my leads that I already have if it's local, and I utilize those people to say, if you have any other friends who are in business and they need a little help, let me know. And usually they'll pass along my information to someone and they'll give me a call and I can network that way. But online, ever since, the big C has come about, people are online a lot more, and businesses are learning to thrive online a lot more. There once was, which I think they still do now, where you would just go to like mingle and networking parties and things like that. But since everything has happened, a lot of times you can find that in your Facebook groups online. That is a really, really great place. I talk about the organic leads and how to grow organically on my TikTok page a lot. And Facebook groups is a big, big way to do that. And also, like Taylor said, when you have the ability to go live on TikTok and getting into people's lives who are in your same area of expertise, awesome way to find people who are just like you and to really connect and see who they really are. That's the best way to do it. For me, online is huge for me.
Certainly, a lot of people are not getting out as they did before the big C. But I think that everyone is really now getting used to online communication, okay? Whether that is through email, whether that is through TikTok or social media platforms, whether that is through Facebook groups, which is an excellent source because guess what? If you have a hobby, if you are in baking, if you are doing podcasts, if you're doing coaching, there is a network of groups of people right there. And let me tell you, this is a little tip. It's the best place to find what people are having trouble with or problems with. If it's networking, you can say, hey, you can slide on in there and say, hey, I got an answer for you. And here it is. And if you want to work more with me, here's my information. So it's a great way for people to not only gain information, but it's also a great resource for businesses to find out what are the challenges, because that's the most important thing. When it's networking, you're finding out the challenges of people, okay? What are their challenges and how you're able to help them? Or it can just be for fun, okay? Let me not say it's just all for business. It can be for fun, okay? And oh, by the way, if it has an opening for a conversation, you definitely can say what you do and all that kind of stuff. But for the most part, have fun with it. So, yeah.
Absolutely. Also, I always talk about TikTok, but I often tell people do not sleep on Pinterest. If you're a business owner, see, we have all these tools in our arsenal, and it's about how you use them. It's not about the actual platform. I tell people it's about how you use that platform. So Pinterest is a great, great area that you can go to and network on. A lot of people just think it's for pictures or whatnot. They post pictures, but when you get on there and you find people who are answering your issues, like you said before, then you can connect with them very easily on Pinterest. You can also display your products and services on Pinterest. Pinterest is really getting big right now with the video area too. So they are taking a lead from YouTube and TikTok. They're putting out long and short form videos right now. So Pinterest is a great place to network as well.
And I just to like piggyback off your point, Coach Takala started a Pinterest for me, and I don't believe I posted on that Pinterest in maybe like 2 or 3 months, but I know that I get at least 1.2 thousand views a month just from like maybe 20 or 30 pins that she posted, and it's all stuff that I had already did before, but it's just new people looking at my page, and then I have my easy tree on there so they can go and check out my other things that I do as far as like as far as like my ebooks or the cookbook that me and you have, or even the YouTube channel because I have some pins about podcasting. And so one of the key things to networking is that you also have a business strategy behind the networking. And when you go into your rooms, that you go in there with the intentions of getting some kind of result before you go in. A big thing that I've been learning to do is just to set goals for each area of my life. And at first I was nervous because I was like, what if I meet these goals and then like what's next? Like I found like I need to like envision bigger, like dream bigger. Cause I'm like, all right, like I hit this now, what now? You know what I mean? I actually just posted something about that. Like, all right, I did exactly what I thought I couldn't do. And so like, what now? So another thing is to go into rooms with intention and just dream bigger, dream like you like that little kid. And it's just like, all right, when I grow up, I'm going to be a doctor, psychologist, astronaut, like whatever it is, they don't care. It's not until they grow up and they see like the realities of life that they're like, oh man, I can't really do this. But just like go everywhere with the intention that you're gonna kill it. You're gonna do everything, and you're gonna have to ask yourself like, what's next? What else can I do? Because I did everything that I thought I could do already. So yeah, just go into every area with that mindset.
Yeah, get out your own way.
Yeah. It's a big thing. It's a pretty big thing. That's like a topic in itself. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
How do you get out of your own way? Man.
Totally a topic in its own self.
So, Coach Takala, let me ask you this: what are 3 tips that you would give someone about networking? And maybe we can all give 3 tips.
Well, definitely. 3 tips for me is number 1, what I always say: do it scared. A lot of times people are afraid to go out and network with other people. And I'm like, it's okay to be afraid. Still do it. Number 2, make sure when you are networking, you're not just putting yourself out there, but you're also collecting the people that you're networking with information. Data is huge. Data is huge. The more emails, phone numbers, and things like that you can collect, that will only help you in the long run. A lot of people just go out and pass out things. No, networking to me is actually making a genuine connection. You are giving up something and you're also retaining something from that person as well. So it can't just be a one-way street. It has to be both ways. And number 3, you have not networked enough. Oh, some people are like, oh, I've done it. No, you haven't. However you feel like, I've done all the networking. No, there's still people out there who don't know about you and your products or services. So you still have work to do. You have not arrived, and it's okay, and so you have things to look forward to. So those are my 3 tips right there. Do it scared, make sure it's a 2-way street, and you haven't done enough yet. From a business coach.
That makes sense. Because like whenever I hear ba da ba ba ba, I know I'm loving it. It's gonna come next. You know why? Because I've been seeing those commercials ever since I was little. They have McDonald's has like one of the perfect like marketing like strategies. They easily adapt with whatever time it is, and they put out like commercials, those short jingles, and they have like the prime real estate. Like if you ever look at the story of McDonald's, it's great for somebody to look at who's a small business owner, because you can learn so much from just like how the company was acquired, who actually started the company, what it's known for, and it's just like all of that is encompassed, and then it's just like a small part is the food. Because now they're like everywhere. It's like a global organization, but like networking, just knowing, being consistent, marketing, being consistently in front of people, like Coach Takala said, is a huge part of networking.
Definitely.
Yeah, I agree. So for me, I think that you guys took all of my tips, so I got to come up with something else. More importantly, be yourself. Nobody can beat you being you. Is there room for improvement? Always. But be yourself. If you're funny, be funny. If you're a serious person that knows numbers, be the serious person that knows numbers. If you're the person that everyone can come and talk to if they have a problem, be that person. But do it in a way that's going to benefit you as well. Okay. The other question or the other point I have is don't forget about the power of word of mouth. Okay. Word of mouth is so very important because it really helps you tell your story through somebody else. So they'd be like, oh, okay, well, she used Takala. Well, I think I'm going to use Coach Takala too, because she helped her create $100 million in business. Okay. So I'm going to use her too. All right. The other thing is that have something to say to introduce yourself. It is so important for you to know who you are because people need to know who you are, okay, when you're networking. If you're somebody, give your name, what your company name is, and what problem you solve, okay? If you're not solving a problem, if you bring enjoyment to people's life through baking and creating sweet treats, then say that. And make sure you have a way for them to follow up with you. I know that's probably a 3ABC, but anyway. Make sure that they have a way to follow up with you. And I would strongly suggest that you get their email or telephone number or their social media handle. Okay. Business cards are great. It's just not what they're doing today. I'm not saying in all circles that happens, but it's good to get that electronic connection more so than that paper connection, because how many business cards have we just done away with? Like, who is this person? And if you don't write on the back of that card where you were and how you met that person, forget it.
I don't know if I said this on the podcast, but like last month, I was like, people were on me. They were on me to get these business cards, right? They were like, go get the business cards. You have events you're doing. You have events. And I was like, all right, I'm going to get the business cards. Y'all, why did I go all the way to the store to get the business cards after waiting for them for 2 weeks, only for me to open up the box after I left the store? It was 200 blank business cards. Like so blank. Like nothing could possibly. If I had left the city that I drove to get the business cards, I might have been even more like upset. But I was like, it's official. I'm done with this. It's not gonna be my thing no more. I quit. And so this time what I did, this last event that I had, when I printed out my stickers for my business, I don't have one on here, but on each cookie that I did my logo, and then I had a little QR code which was linked to my website. So everybody who got a treat was able to get the ingredients. They saw my logo, and then it said, visit my site on the side. And that way I was able to connect with each person individually instead of having to give everybody a business card. And I wasn't even in the room. So that's a tip for you guys, to put a QR code on whatever you sell so that people can be like, hey, that was delicious. They already thinking about it. They eating a treat. They're like, what is this? And then they scan it, and the first thing it says, hey, you can order your own custom treat. So
That's awesome.
I'm done with business cards.
Well, folks, there it is. I don't know what else that we could say besides topping what just Taylor had said. I know that I thoroughly enjoyed this session on networking with Coach Takala and my co-host Taylor. I'm going to give Takala the last word, but what do you have to say to send this out, Taylor? I said Taylor? Yeah.
No, you said Taylor, but
I meant to say Takala. That's what I was like. Did I say Takala or Taylor? Okay, I'm going to give Coach Takala the last word. But for right now, I'm going to ask my co-host if she has any parting information.
Nope, I don't have any party information. I just want you guys to consider all the things that we said. Go back and take notes. We've talked with a lot of different people on this podcast, people who have done really, really big things and people who are on their way to do even greater things. We just want you guys to know that we appreciate you coming here. We appreciate you listening to us, and just have a blessed week.
All right. So I'm going to go in. I'm going to jump in. So I want to say thank you all again. And I think this was very fruitful for information. And I don't know if we could have had a better guest on our networking platform today. And I am so excited. I'm going to steal some of those tips and I'm going to dress them up and I'm going to say, those were that's my information. So no, I'm going to give credit where credit is due. Absolutely. Absolutely. But I am Tamala with Torlitas, and that's all you need to know from me, Coach Takala.
I just want to say thank you to the ladies of 5T for allowing me to come on to this podcast again, because I love it. And like I said, it is our favorite show for my family. We love watching it. We love eating the treats because they are awesome. But if I had any last words, I will say in my time of networking, I did a little poll just recently on TikTok and I said, what is entrepreneurs' biggest problem right now? Is it retaining the customers that you have or getting new customers? And a lot of them said retaining, like making repeat customers. And something just came to me and I said, to retain, I have a little acronym, is to reapply, that's the R, every technique and apply innovative notifications. Means to reapply the technique that you got to get the customers in the first place. And then after that, you need to apply innovative notifications, meaning the text messages, the super cool email shout outs to these people, the happy birthdays to them, get to know about them and target them, and they will continue to come back. So that's my little tidbit for today. And I really appreciate you guys letting me be on the show. Check me out on all social media platforms under Coach Takala. And I can't wait to come back again.
All right, guys.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Have a blessed week. Bye.
Bye.